Oh, dude, I real talk. Apparently, I'm related to Ted Bundy.
That's crazy.
Warning.
Joseph.
The following program is a gaggle of friends talking about happenings in the world. It is meant to be comedic, informative, and not really serious. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or this broadcasting platform. There may be some cuss words, because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are a young person, please seek permission before listening any further. Sincerely, the people of Two Tired Dads. P.S. Don't sue us.
Dude, I don't get it. We pay the StreamYard thing on time every month. We make sure that we are live on time every month. And then every so often it just doesn't want to go live when we go live.
Well, it's live on Facebook right now.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Dude. Then do we need to have a talk with Jimmy again for giving us fake information? Jimmy, cut the shit. Bro.
What's going down?
What a week, man.
What a week.
Dude, any good news your way? I mean, you want to share with the Hellcat? I mean...
Well, it's not totaled. Thank God. Amen. Clap to that.
Yeah.
Now they're saying a month to 2 months. Now they're saying a month to 2 months before it's ready to go, but I'm happy about that. God is good. They're not cheap to replace. Nah, just living life, man. I'm a little upset. It looks like I'm falling behind in the Rolex competition, so
Oh,
yeah, it's pissing me off. But I'm known to have a stellar last day. So
24 in a day could rocket launch you, maybe. Baby. You've done it before.
I will say, you want to know what blew my mind this week?
The
admission that we have queues at work.
Hey, I mean, everybody's got everybody, but dude, there is a lot of stuff that went on at work. But I mean, that's here nor there, because first and foremost, hello, my name is Devin James.
I'm Stacy Bonds.
We are the Two Tired Dads. Dude, first of all, speaking of work, did you see this dope ass jersey?
I love that fucking jersey. I want one so bad, and I don't understand why I didn't get one.
So DC, this is like legit. DC fucking teamed up with collaboration with Car Shield, and now they made April 1st is Superhero Night at the what was it called? Is it called the Scott Trade Center now, or is it called something else? Enterprise Center, whatever it's called. So at there, April 1st on the Blues Night, and this
April
is
5th, they got that puck cancer.
That's right, dude. They're making waves like everywhere.
I love it. I went to the circus. Did you go to the circus?
I did not.
They had Car Shield blasted all over the big screen. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is what you like to see for the company you work for.
Yeah, we chose to go to Bass Pro instead.
You can't go wrong with Bass Pro, especially with this day and age.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. I mean, not kind of. It was fun. Looked at some toys. Looked at some outdoor, ATV dumb shit, because that's what it is at the end of the day, is dumb shit. But
still fun.
I guess but crazy ass week in the world. I mean, everyone's freaking out about the eclipse, trying to say what it is and what it isn't. And
what's your thoughts on it?
What's my thoughts on the eclipse? I think it's just a fucking
Steve
eclipse, I guess. I mean, I have to I can't give a legitimate opinion right now. Hold on,
Ryan.
Hold on. I'll tell you.
What's up, Steve?
All right, maybe now I can. So, what I'm saying is,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
What's up? Yeah. What I'm saying is, right now the eclipse.
What's up, my guy?
Excuse
me.
No, you're fine. What I'm saying is the
Rico
eclipse.
Vegas, shout him out really quick. I just want to shout him out. He's doing his thing in the food game. Hey, can't wait for that restaurant to open. We're gonna do a segment there.
Yes, I need a food dish. I would like some fried gator. But no, I don't like. I've been hearing. I see these things on the reels. I see these things on the shorts. I see what it could be, what it couldn't be. I think everybody can, if you're really good, like at improv or pro wrestling, like you are good at bullshitting people. And so I think, yeah, the eclipse is coming up, but I could easily sit here and launch on this podcast like, oh, do you know what they say about the eclipse that should happen? Should there be an eclipse on the Monday after WrestleMania? Let me tell you what's going to happen. The great, you know what I mean? Like I could spin some fucking bullshit to try to get a reaction and be like, oh, you don't believe me that God wants to have the ultimate wrestler appear? Well, let me tell we all know that the Missouri fucking playground of pro wrestling is in the Midwest, right? So God obviously is paying attention. So that's where it's going to be. And we all know that it's going to be, they just can spin some shit. So I don't know, man. And right, you're fucking damn right, baby. Cody is finishing the story. God, I can't wait, bro. I'm gonna mark out. But
I want to say this. When have you seen anything with an eclipse that they start telling you to get your supplies, get gas, get all your shit in order?
I have
when
never
have you
seen
something like that?
But I've also haven't officially seen it. I haven't officially seen. I've seen shit online, but I haven't seen any news come out to say have X, Y, and Z.
True.
And
hey, what a wait for.
So this way, right now, I don't know. I'm not doing shit until I have to get. Actually, I'm on vacation that day, and I have to go to the doctors and get something done.
Well, did you see that they're saying NASA's talking about firing rockets up there?
What?
Yes, sir. That's what they're saying. I want to see, man. This is one of those things that there's so
what the
much
hell's Jimmy?
fake information going on nowadays, like false information, AI, that I personally think it'll just be another day. Don't look at it with blind eye. Don't be the dummy that does it. But other than that, I'll be at work making money just like every other day.
Whatever. Why NASA will fire 3 rockets at solar eclipse? NASA okay. NASA
we appreciate you.
Of course, it's not letting me fucking read. Okay, so this is from Forbes. All right, so it says, fucking NASA has fucking announced it will fucking fire 3 fucking scientific sounding fucking rockets into the moon's shadow on fucking Monday, April 8th during. God fucking damn it! Oh, so basically they're doing it to see how the entire America is. They just want to see the eclipse path. The rockets won't launch in totality. It'll go when it's at 81%. Moon shadow. Yeah, man. I don't even really know. You are the best, babe. Thanks, man. And so, fucking, I don't know why they're doing that. It makes no sense to me. Why do you think they're doing it? Bruv.
Well, I know about Operation Fishbowl, Steve. That's the nuclear test they did back in 1962 in upper atmosphere with nuclear weapons.
Yeah,
it's some crazy shit, man.
We talked about that on here before.
Well, we'll have acid rain after that, won't we?
I don't know.
Go from hail to melting the paint off our cars. Oh, great. I
don't know about that. But, dude.
I'm just talking shit.
It's okay. Talk all the shit you want. Jimmy. So, I got to start us off with this
here, gentlemen.
Russia terrorist attack at the musical.
Man.
Go ahead. You're up.
I just want to say at least they can't say that mass shootings just happen in America now.
And where'd it come from? ISIS.
Man,
and we all know where ISIS got the guns, Daddy.
That
America.
But if that isn't an engagement, or I've heard swirls on this that there were payments made by other countries to these guys to go do this. I'm waiting for all the facts to come out. I mean, fuck, Russia done tortured them.
So yeah, let's talk about the facts. I mean, here's what I don't believe in bullying. I don't believe in terrorist attacks. I don't condone.
I believe in interrogation, though.
I believe in interrogation. What I'm saying is I don't believe in being a douchebag through violence.
Okay.
However, if you're doing something stupid and you get caught, you get to be held accountable by the people. And guess what happened in Russia? They got caught by the people. I mean, did the boys do the damage? What? There's 4 gunmen, brother.
Yes,
and
sir.
They killed, what, 100 and plus people?
It said 130, I believe.
This CBD is great, by the way. So they killed 130 people. They were showing, and so here's the thing about Russia, by the way. They show the footage.
Yeah.
So they showed the gunmen without being blurred, but they showed the victims being blurred and everything. So I want the people to come and see if they heard this. Stacey J. They put these motherfuckers in like these elimination chamber WWE pods that were built with 2x4s and plexiglass, and they put them in public after they got beaten. The people were walking up and pounding, hey, fuck you, and all that shit. You mentioned when we talked earlier how the dude, when he showed up to a trial, had an ear duct taped to his mouth.
Yeah,
he had his
ear
cut
off and made him
ear.
eat it. I'm gonna be honest. Putin made an example of why you don't fuck with them. They will get the information. And this is the thing that blows my mind, right? Here in America, they either kill themselves, right?
Yeah.
Or they kill them. Russia not only detained them, kept them alive, but was able to extract information from them. Do you know that whoever was behind it never expected them to get them alive?
Oh, 128%.
Whoever was behind it is shitting their pants, shaking the boots, because whenever it comes out that I'm American, and I 100% believe that we had some kind of something behind it. It just doesn't make sense. False flag operations all the time. I mean, they said, and don't quote me, this is just word of mouth, as they're saying that Israel was the one who made the payment. The guy straight up said a random guy came into his Telegram, offered him $1 million to go do it. They took it.
So
that was out of one of the people's mouths who were the active shooters. So think about that.
I always do in the military. They always teach you, when you want to find.
Hey,
Jay, what up, baby? You're the man. What they always teach you is, when you want to find, when there's smoke, there's fire, right? So when you see the smoke, you got to find the fire. What happens when you get to that fire? You need to trace how that fire was made. So the first thing that I look at, obviously, is the weapons. I know that they were using those certain, when you look of how they were crouching and how their elbows were fucking tucked in, not chicken winging out. They were tucked in and they were short stocked. They had a broomstick on there. They looked trained.
Yeah.
And I know they came from ISIS because they have even said, hey, we're ISIS and this is what we did. Go fuck yourself. And then next thing you know, we all know that where the weapons and ISIS was originally trained from.
Yeah, I mean, Obama came out and said it that we trained them.
We did. We trained the Afghani police, bro. And a lot of those motherfuckers would be decoyed coming in, getting trained by MPs, and they would be, what's it called? Stealthies. They'd be spies, undercover, whatever,
Intel, insurgents.
Intel, just chameleons. And they would, be, our students. We would be on the ranges with them. We would do patrols with them. And next thing you know, hey, where's fucking Jimmy? Because his name's, hijabidaba, but we just, Jimmy sounds easier. Jimmy ran off and Jimmy told everybody, hey, they're using these guns, this weapon, ammo. Here's their bases. This is how they patrol. This is do that, and the other. So we pulled out of that motherfucker. And when we pulled out, bro, we left all the fucking tanks there. We left all the fucking ammo there. We left all the fucking.
Thank your president.
A lot of shit there.
Thank your president.
ISIS was like, yo, field fucking day. You gave us Camp Bagram, motherfucker.
And a bunch of money.
And so,
don't forget
are
the
we
money.
really shocked that, well, I guess we could say it's shocked that it took 2 years for quote unquote ISIS to do something.
Or was it perfect timing? Right?
Timing
really think about it. As of timing of we're trying to push a war agenda, as timing of they need a reason to truly actively go to war with us. We need a reason to go to war with them. There's so many agendas being pushed nowadays, man, that as a father, I'm not going to lie, I'm scared of what the future holds. You got people saying America may not be in existence in 6 months due to the economy, and due to, China's failing economy is going to reflect us. And it's one of those things that, what do they call them? Wag the dog, or is it wag the dog? Is it wag the dog? I don't know exactly. False flag operation. Okay. Is what I'm going to say it. And if you really do, if it does come out that Israel paid these guys the way that they're stating they did, Russia's going to engage war with Israel. You got the Israel-Palestine shit going on. There's so many things that all the wars people want to stop, right? But when you look at the genocide going on with Israel just trying to wipe out Palestine, they're fucking bombing nonstop civilian areas. They're killing kids and women for no reason. They're just literally, there's intel coming out daily showing that they knew there were no active soldiers there, but they're bombing them. When you see these video footage, and you can say it's fake, but not everything is fake, right? And when you see these videos of these kids could you imagine being a parent? We live in America. I want to put this into American soil.
Yeah.
We're walking down the street. All of a sudden you see Mercy Hospital get hit with a bomb.
Yeah.
There are kids in there. Right. Next thing you know, you see DePaul Hospital get hit with a bomb. All these people that are already weak, they're already sick, they're already in the hospital. Would you not at some point start questioning, why are we attacking the weak? What are we like? They're preying on people. They are literally, in my mind, trying to wipe out an entire culture. And you can say they're thriving for more land and power. I think they're honestly fighting for that strait where they have the imports and exports coming out of. They're trying to build ports there because they're trying to combat against Africa, because Africa's holding one of the largest ports down there for in and out of the exports. And when you look at the bigger picture and you see that everywhere they've leveled is where they're trying to put this port, it starts making you question.
I mean, when you segue, daddy, when Baltimore barge fuckery, speaking of transport. I believe Jimmy has done his job properly. And go ahead, Jimmy, and pull it up. That was the captain, man. Like the Ukrainian sea captain of the barge, man.
Let's put it this way. The people that we're sending billions, hundreds upon hundreds of billions, which will soon equate to $1 trillion worth of funds, just attacked us, and nobody wants to call it an attack.
And hey, we're all American. Do what you got to do to get by. I'm not saying screw Ukrainians. We are presenting facts. This man who doesn't even have a fucking home address in America was the particular captain.
Well, look at the symbolism behind it, right? It's the Key Scott Bridge,
Bro,
he's
the
automotives. It's named after the person that wrote the Star Spangled Banner. What if you were to say that that's the symbolism of the collapsing of America?
That's also how the East Coast gets their automotives.
That's how they get half of the agricultural and farming equipment out of it.
Yeah.
That's how diesel gets through all of there. Like
that's what I was saying when you're talking about,
but
ports.
Let's look at the bigger picture though, right? Now we can explain inflation and we can just keep raising the prices while everybody's complaining about inflation and trying to shut down Kellogg and trying to shut down these businesses that are inflating imports and exports. Now we can justify why we're about to charge you $7 a gallon of gas, why your diesel might go up to $10 a gallon. Not saying it will, but they're gonna, in their mind, they're gonna be able to justify it because all the added extra cost. Like, is anybody really looking at the bigger picture of how this is going to affect us all over the nation? Now you can look at the symbolism and say, oh, it's the collapse of America. My question is, why did the federal government come out immediately and say they're going to rebuild the bridge? Why is it that is the largest import export out of, that side of the world that has posted record profits and they're not responsible to rebuild the bridge that they damaged?
Well, I was reading something that said it's going to take like 10 years to rebuild.
If this was China, that shit would be built in 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? 10 years,
2
man?
weeks.
Why does it take 10 years, man?
Well, that's because guess what? We're that far behind in technology. China's putting up skyscrapers in a week. We got to take 10 years to build a bridge.
Bruv.
Think about how, like, either there's two ways to look at this, either, right? We are behind in times and technology, and we're nowhere near as superior as they want to say that we are, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one. Or two, it's an agenda that when you look at the collapse of the dollar, they said that by 2030, right? We're going to push this out. We can inflate numbers. The rich can get richer off of the poor. They can push the numbers up. They can make as much money as they can before we collapse as a country. And what's crazy is it should be a priority for America. It shouldn't be a priority for them. It should be a priority for America. And there's so many people that are refusing to look at the bigger picture. I watched that video. I seen that video before it was tampered with. I seen it like right after it happened. I'm going to call it 9/11 2.0 because in real life, there appears to be what looks like explosives go off at every apex of the bridge.
Right.
That the way that bridge is built, even if you hit that pillar, he didn't knock that pillar out. You know what I'm saying? Like the pillar wasn't moved. So you mean to tell me that when he struck the bridge, the other two pillars that were holding and support beams for the others didn't hold those up? That whole bridge came down. And if you watch really close, you can see puffs of black smoke at the apexes. And it looks like it looks like a demolition crew hit it. If you watch the demolition of a bridge and you put it side by side, bing, 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 they all went, it all just straight down. It didn't sway, it didn't fall off this way, it didn't fall off that way, it fell straight down. That looks like a controlled explosion to me. You got, there's a lot of things that go with this. When you talk about these massive cargo ships coming in through that port, where was the tugboat? Where were the horns and the signals saying that, hey, we've hit something?
They weren't tugging.
There's alerts that go off, though. Like if you're a ship and you have an accident, you have noises, sirens. There's no alarms. There's nothing goes off. There's so many red flags to this that we as people, again, jet fuel doesn't melt beams.
I was just thinking that, bruv. But did you hear about the 4B movement in South Korea?
No, hit me the game on this one. I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, so in Korea, the Korean women are expected to do 4 things, which is like cook, clean, raise the children, and produce the children. Mm-hmm. And so apparently in their language, cooking and cleaning and fucking education and birthing, yes, is they all start with B's over in Korea.
Okay.
And so they're like the 4B's stop. So they, since like February, all the women in South Korea are done like
So the American tradition made it over to South Korea.
So
Miss Independent Women and Mrs. Oh, we're not gonna do that. You know, this is all sexist. Men can't birth babies. Okay, we
I
need
guess, yeah, because they've and they've already pulled like statistics to where it's been going down, right? So yeah, pretty cool, right, man?
I'm gonna say this, right? As far as where we're looking at, again, we don't know who's spamming that link. Don't click on it. We don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
find yourself in a situation. But as far as the way I'm looking at it, I think you should put your foot down, right? If you're not getting equal rights and you're not getting equal treatment, and this is just expected of you, you know. But I also want to say, what are the men in Korea expected to do that a lot of men in America aren't even expected to do, and that's provide.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we live in a culture where it sounds crazy, right? Like, oh, you know, that's sexist. That's this, that's that. Hey, Dr. Johns, you post another thing, man, we're gonna block you. But
Bet. Jimmy. Oh boy.
But my thing is this. We all know how. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to handle this blocking.
No. I just blocked it on our end, baby.
Okay, good.
Yeah, check it. Dr. Johns, you are blocked. Jimmy, go ahead and where the hell is Jimmy?
Yeah, don't click that link. I have a feeling that.
Thank you, Jimmy. You were saying though, Stacy, because
I think that in reality, every culture is different, right? They're a little bit behind on certain things, but we look at certain aspects. I'm sure they have a declining population. But I will say this. If they want the equality, give it to them. And then give their ass a gun and put them in the military.
Yes.
Welcome to equality. Start paying for dates. All this equality shit. You want to talk equality? Hey, pay for the first date.
Oh shit! So,
equality,
dude, I'm with you, but I'm saying events in mind. We're not even talking about what we should be. Jimmy is fucking slacking. Before we talk about events that you want to do, bruv, what is up with P. Diddy?
Hey, man, I want to first start out with this. This is a distraction from all the shit going on, from Moscow to the bridge to this is a distraction from the amount of money that we're pumping into Ukraine, from the amount of shit going on overseas. This is a distraction. I don't give a fuck what man is fucking what man. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Let's look at the big facts. This man has bodies on his belt. Fuck the gay shit. This man is killing people and then just ran. Okay?
Who'd he kill?
Man, they're saying in the indictments, they're saying he's got a bunch of murder cases in there.
What?
Yeah, like you got to look at some of this shit. It's so many people are focused on the shit that does not matter. They're saying they got shit going all the way back to Biggie Smalls' murder.
I heard that rumor.
I don't think it's a rumor when it's out in the indictments. You know what I'm saying? Like,
whoa, he had his and he put on the whole act of, oh my god, I'm missing you. Like what?
Man, think about it. That fucking, I bet he didn't miss him after he got that insurance check.
You think he got the insurance?
Yeah, damn right he did. He had him insured. It's a business. Of course he was insured. You know, like when you think about shit,
when you put
at
it
the
like
bigger
that,
level, like it's.
like
well,
you
you're
like
not
that.
wrong. Well, I was gonna say, click Jared's comment because that's real life. Just wait until the April through November distractions. We're at a point in time. Everything is to divert you from the fact that Donald Trump is going to be president. They're trying to divert you from the fact that his bond was lowered. They're trying to divert everything away from what really controls our country and what is really going on in our country. It may sound bad. I don't give a fuck about P. Diddy. I don't give a fuck about what he did. He's some fucking celebrity that was a no-name nigga in my mind. Just call it what it is. He was a fucking rap artist. Whatever he does, I don't know. I do know that they're trying to draw in Jay-Z in that.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting to see what plays out down the line and if Jay-Z does get brought in and implicated in this, because the rumor was that P. Diddy took off and landed on Jay-Z's private island. You know, but again, we are basic people. I don't care about them. I care about the fact that our groceries are about to go even higher because of this Baltimore bridge. Our gas prices are going to go up. Inflation is going to go up again to another record height.
Check.
You know, you got the crypto market so volatile. It's up and down every week. We're getting to a point. They're trying to destabilize the American dollar at any cost. And what we're going to do, what do we do every time? Anytime the dollar becomes in jeopardy, massive war comes. But I will say, I feel bad for all the victims and the families that are affected by the Diddy situation. I'm not saying I don't care about y'all. I'm saying I don't give a fuck about that man. Okay? People have been saying he's been on weird shit for years. Nobody gave a fuck. Right?
I mean, I guess it's sad because, like, I remember, like, growing up to Diddy, he was like, "Thought I told you that we won't stop," you know, like, and these
shit. I didn't even listen to his music.
Coats but now it just makes me question everything. Like, what was him in 112 doing, man?
I mean, they say he's implicated in all types of crazy shit. It's, you know, put his ass next to R. Kelly, call it a day, get it over with. Right.
Well, I mean, do you want to play the song of the week? I mean,
it's not Diddy, is it?
Jimmy said he switched it out. But guys, we're heading to WrestleMania. Play it, Jimmy. Dude, he really is the greatest. Like, did you ever like
Stone Cold?
Dude, okay, listen. I believe Bret Hart was more Stone Cold than Stone Cold because he was the first guy to like legitimately get screwed in a ring.
Shout out to Shane.
The script like broken. And he started throwing a fit in the crib, in the fucking ring like a baby. I'm fucking chilling, bro.
Hey, that CBD will do it to you.
Right, bro. I'm getting ready for WrestleMania. I mean, I'm excited. Philly in a week. That's right. Bret will always be better. See? I mean, you can't argue that fact.
Okay, you talking to a motherfucker that don't watch wrestling, okay? Like, I couldn't tell you who's better.
Fact
Rashiki, right, baby, Rashiki. Like, no, I don't know.
On Mr. McMahon, that's right. And so, yeah, even everybody knows the Bret Hart situation.
Hey, it's just hella deep that everybody chimed in on
like, wait a minute, Bret did get fucked. Like, they are like, yeah, hold on. They are coming to his defense. Like, wait a minute, yeah, dude. So here's what happened. Like, his contract was coming up on a pay-per-view in his hometown. And he was like, hey, I respectfully don't want to re-sign. I will respectfully dropped the title to Shawn, which was like his fucking worst enemy, Shawn Michaels. And he said, I will do everything, because Bret Hart came from a long lineage of wrestlers. And he was all about the tradition. So
his brother, the one that died in
his brother, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah. And this is that's it. Face the screw job is what I'm telling him about. And his fucking mid-match during the end, Vince McMahon was a commentary. This is when everyone found out that Vince McMahon was actually the owner, because at the time he was just a commentator. We'll just call the matches.
Okay.
And McMahon calls for the bell mid-match, and Shawn puts Bret in a fucking sharpshooter, which was Bret's fucking finishing move. Bret doesn't tap, but the ref nurse signals for the bell, because he knew if he didn't call the match, like, he'd be fucking fired. He called for the bell, and they ring the bell, and they're like, winner by submission, Shawn Michaels, a new champion. And Bret was like, what the fuck? Like, we didn't do what we said. This is my hometown. Like, what? And like, Vince came in and Vince was like on the ring apron. He's like, hey, just get the fuck out. Just go. And he fucking spit in his fucking face. And he said, and as the pay-per-views in Montreal, Bret was standing there flipping everybody off. And at the very end, as they're going off, remember, this is all unscripted. Bret is motherfucking, he's going WCW, like, just all on the camera. And he's like, come see me next Monday. Like, he's just fucking. And that's when at the backstage, Vince went to hand him his check. And he goes, I want you to tell me why you did that. And Vince goes, no, I want you to punch me in the face. And he goes, what? And Vince goes, just punch me in the face. And fucking Bret fucking punched him in the face. And Vince came walking out all dazed. And Bret came walking out with this check and jacket on and everything. They go, what happened, Bret? And he goes, I punched him. And fucking next thing you know, when every time they ask about Bret, Vince just goes, well, I believe Bret screwed Bret because he chose to not re-sign with the WWF. And
almost sounds like what you don't do. Never tell anybody your next move, right?
I guess, bruv.
I don't know. That's fucking wild.
That's all screw job, man.
That's whenever wrestling was good, right?
That was the birth of the Attitude Era, is what they said. That was the birth of the Attitude Era, which brought your Stone Cold, The Rock, the fucking Triple H.
Okay. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, because that was the night when Triple H came out to grab Shawn Michaels from the hostile crowd. And everybody's like, why is Triple H helping Shawn? Because backstage they're, real life friends. But on screen, yeah, it was all hectic. It was cool.
That sounds pretty intense.
I'll never forget that. WCW, just spelling it out. Yeah, man. Fuck Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg. Fuck that. Who's next?
He's the one that broke Bret Hart's neck, man.
Well,
because he wasn't a safe worker.
I fucked with Goldberg.
Montreal hated Shawn for decades. I'm pretty sure they still do, bro. I'm pretty sure they still do. But
I don't know. I will ask this, and kind of going back to the Diddy situation. What do you think? I'm asking the guests this too, so we can get some people to chime in. What do you think they're hiding from us right now? What do you think the big cover-up is?
A lot.
Hey, man, that spear and that jackhammer. Look, I was spearing motherfuckers forever. Like,
no. God, no, legit. Like,
Edge stole his moves.
Legitimately, he doesn't know how to wrestle. Like, he was just the show pony, and WCW just fed him fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars to do like 2 moves, but he was not safe. He was not, because rule number 1 of pro wrestling is always protect your opponent. And he definitely, I know I'm talking backstage. You got to think backstage. You got to think you're a pro wrestler. You know what I mean? I know it sounds because you're working together. And so Goldberg, bro, he broke Bret Hart's neck. Like, he ended his career. Like, straight up.
You think he was paid to do that?
Probably. Probably.
I'm just
It's pro
curious.
wrestling. You never know.
You never know.
But what do I think they're hiding? They're hiding a lot, man. I mean, the bridge, the fucking NASA launch.
Well, the bridge wasn't really hid. The NASA thing is an interesting one because they're calling it the Serpent launch or some shit like that.
The Serpent launch, man. Shifting away.
All right,
Dude.
Hey, real shit. You can see it in them. Like,
yeah, I want to know where the fuck was this energy when fucking Epstein was being brought.
Real shit. And where's the Epstein list?
Like, still, like, why is that being dodged? Like, why the fuck? That is 100 shifting away from Epstein, making him.
What if the other side of that is
dead ass?
P. Diddy and him work together, and all of a sudden, instead of them pinning it on, this is the Epstein list, now it's the Diddy list, right? I'm just saying that they said that Diddy had cameras all through that house, video recording, getting blackmail on all the celebrities, just like they said about Epstein. What if they're just trying to transfer it from Jeffrey Epstein, so there's no heat on him, to transfer it over to Diddy, because now we have somebody we can publicly prosecute. People will, we can go after him. People will want to see him go down because, he's responsible for the death of Biggie and Tupac, or, you know what I mean? Like, there's a way that not only do you get all the communities involved with this, right? You take race away and you bring in the world against a person. And who's to say that them lists don't come out and we don't start seeing some crazy fucking names? Diddy was really good with Ellen. He's been on Ellen's show a few times, and you just got to think about what it could get. Could get bigger and bigger.
No, and that's what Jimmy's actually doing his job, and he's loading everything up. That's what's bringing, kind of like attaching into that shit where everything's getting just blown up. I mean, you hear?
Hey, look that shit. Look at it again. Look at the Epstein Island logo. Look at Nickelodeon. This shit is blowing my mind when I saw that.
124 Conch Street, Little St. James Island. Right?
Crazy.
Okay. Now, I didn't fact check this Nick.
No, this is real. I don't know about the Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
But I do know that it's really crazy that SpongeBob's address is Jeffrey Epstein Island. That's really fucking crazy.
It's right there in plain sight.
You ain't even got they hide everything in plain sight.
Hey, these people are stupid. Watch this.
You want to know what I think it is? Nobody expected the internet to be what it is today, right? So all the fact checkers, all the conspiracy theorists, all these people that can really go dig and do research can start pinpointing shit. You got to think the internet wasn't designed originally for us to be using it the way we use it, right? So you got to think a lot of this shit, when it started, they never probably thought it was going to come out to be what it is. They didn't think that you'd have all these private journalists and, people Facebook actually doing their research to find and prove shit. But there's there's too many coincidences. What'd you say are coincidences? But you said it earlier, where there's smoke, there's fire.
But I want to know what starts the fire. I want to know.
Predators.
Well, no,
the
but
people we got to protect our kids from.
Predators. Everywhere around, bruv. So do you think they're going to do a Disney series of the Nickelodeon series that was released?
Shit, Disney, but they're under their own fire.
Yeah, because that one chick tweeted out wondering when my NDA is up with Disney.
Like, there's some shit that I think we're going to see a lot of things come to light as those NDAs go away. And I think the other side of that is there's going to be a lot more people that aren't afraid to live in fear because there's other people coming out. Now, I want to go back to something we talked about a couple weeks ago, right? Kate Middleton.
Yeah.
They're saying she's got cancer, and then you got these fake videos
of
her.
Kate.
Like, it's the smoke and mirrors. There you go. You can put that caption back up there because it kind of ties into what we're talking about. I think that
Jimmy,
all of this is a distraction from the fact that Kate Middleton is dead.
Yeah.
And they're trying to distract us because when she died, and you have Or maybe, and who's to say she died? Who's to say that she didn't find out what's posted on the screen, that the family was attached to sexual assault charges,
House
and
secretary.
she decided to just disappear.
House secretary.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
haven't heard about him in a minute.
mm-mm.
So it's like all these big heads are popping. Like so she's the next. Where's Waldo? Because
Yeah,
first it was
just the
House
house.
secretary.
Yeah, but we all
Go
know he's
ask him.
dead. Let's call it what it is.
Why don't you go ask
They've been,
him?
and this is what's scary, right? I was watching a video on AI generated fakes, right?
Yes.
And how scary it is that you could have me right next to me talking and you wouldn't be able to spot the difference.
That's crazy. Like
It's
what?
fucking insane where technology has gotten to.
Like, did you
Because
see that? Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, it shows how easy it is to spread fake news.
Here, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna have fucking. Maybe Jimmy can pull it up. There's this Wilson. Send it to me on Facebook Messenger after he screen records it. But there's this video with Will Smith where he's like, "Hey, everybody, here I am in the Bahamas."
And then he goes to the fake
and
screen.
Right. And he goes, "None of this is real. It's 2019." And like everything's like digitally. And he's
And he
like,
slowly walks out and shows, "I've never looked like this." I
"Yes,
know
I haven't
exactly
looked
what
like
the
this
video
in
you're talking about.
years." Yeah. And he goes, "Why do you think I'm not aging?" And he goes, "Wake up. Like, none of this is real." And it's like, whoa.
But that's another case of they put it right in our face and people think it's just a laugh and a joke, but it's real. When you think about it, technology is dangerous. We're at a point in time now where it's dangerous. You've got people doing robot calls. They can call. This is the scary part, right? They'll call you on a robot call. They expect you to say hello 3 times. When you say it that 3rd time, they got your voice record, and then they can go and they can hack your bank account. They can call your friends and family and play as you that you're in a dangerous situation and they need money. This shit has been going on for a while, but now it's so advanced. All you have to do is say hello a couple times.
That's so
like if you get if you get like a spam call and you answer and you say hello, you're supposed to sit quietly, not answer again or hang up, because there's so many things that they can use to take your voice and use it against you. I mean, I know there's voice verification for banks and things like that. That it's a scary situation, man.
Dude, fuck all that, bro. Like, straight up. I'd rather brush my teeth with chlamydia cream.
Not me.
Have to go through that. I think I speak on the 10%. I didn't know that was that possible. But bruv, what event we got to like events, man? What events we looking forward to? Are we okay to talk about the balloon, man?
Well, we got the magnet fishing still. We got to knock out.
We have to. We need Casey for that.
Yes, we do. Let's do sometime in April. We'll get him on, and we'll all go do that.
Magnet.
Yeah, I know you talk about your idea. I'm down with it. Let's get it.
Bruv, we're gonna have Stacey and I are going to attempt a world record, and we're not even going to talk about it because we know there's some like dumb fucks who will like hear it,
try to beat us to it.
So, you know what? Let's just talk about it. You know what? We're not even gonna talk about it. We'll talk about it next week. We're like that. Tune in more viewers. But actually, no, we're just gonna talk about it. We are going to be the first ever podcast to stream from space. So Stacy J and I are going to get a balloon, and in this balloon is going to be a space balloon. And within the space balloon, there will be a GoPro and a phone that will be streaming with us, like how we have guests, little queued up down right here in this little area. They're queued up usually. And we are going to have Cousin Nathan and his crew in Cape Girardeau launch the balloon while Stacy and I are right here. Like everything's normal.
Conversation.
And we are going to stream it.
Improve the Earth is flat.
There'll be a GPS. We're going to hit the glass ceiling, literally. And we are going to stream it, and we're going to have it as long as it can. And then Cousin Nathan will
recover
it, man. We're going to space, man.
We're going to launch it off and see what it detects.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
be
We have
fucking
to.
crazy if it just never comes back.
Oh,
Like that's
that's why we're sending cousin Nathan to the remote team. And these next couple weeks, I'm working on my rap album. Okay. I got like a great rap album coming up that will be streamed on Spotify. And so I hope you guys tune into it because my rap album is going to be so hard. It's going to be so dope. And yeah, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I don't know what emoji that is, but it looks
I
like
think
a good
that's
one.
head hurting. I think.
Right on. But yeah, bruv, what a crazy ass day.
And what a crazy ass fucking week it's been.
Oliver's
We're
birthday's
not even to
tomorrow.
Friday yet. Hey, happy birthday, boss man.
Yeah, he turns 6. I knew that.
Hey, that's
Dude,
dope.
they're grounded right now, though. It breaks my
Oh,
heart.
that's a salute.
Oh, right on. You're the best. Dude, we had to ground them.
Oh, what'd they do?
So when we tuck them in for bed, we say their affirmations. We say, tuck them in, whatever the fuck. And they have the timer on their TV. And generally it's only for an hour because we send them to bed at 8:30 and 8:30, 8:45, and keep the timer on for an hour and then they fall asleep. Like that's how it's always been. Well, at 11 o'clock, King Samuel like kicked the door down in the bedroom and was like, "We need help, bro. They're here." And I'm like, "What?" And I was like, dude, my heart is racing. And Oliver is crying. I go like this. I go, shh, or no, let me, Jimmy. Fuck it, he already ruined the opportunity. But I was saying Oliver is crying, and I was like, wow, Jimmy. Okay, so I'm getting up out of bed. Carrie is too. Oliver is crying. Sam is running back to the room while Oliver is in the room crying. Carrie's asked what's going on. Basically, they turned the TV back on and they started watching TV. And they watched a zombie video because they like Plants vs. Zombies.
Okay.
And instead, some other zombie movie came on where the eyeball was out and it just scared them. And so
I'm
I am
sorry.
I no, it's cool. Like get it out.
It's
But
hella
look at
funny.
that. Yeah, so it's like I am, dude, I was so pissed. I didn't cuss. I didn't do nothing. I fucking just Carrie did all the fucking whatever. I literally grabbed their TV, unplugged it, and I just walked out of the room. And I hear Sam go, "Hey, why we lose the TV?" Just like that. And Carrie goes, "Because you've been watching it." So it's like, after and then they started playing. Well, Oliver turned it back on. It wasn't me. I wasn't. Like, dude, they are both salesmen. It's horrible. So they're both grounded. They knew what they were doing. Sam didn't shut it down, and so yeah. Don't be professional with me, my guy. Right. Chris is cool. Chris was in a rap video. Chris would be in one of my rap songs, and he already agreed with it without me even knowing. So, Chris, I can't wait for you to be on one of my rap songs, not the whole album.
He
One of
said
the
song,
songs.
not the whole album.
Yeah. So, anyway, bro, what's going on?
I just got one last thing I want to talk about before we get off.
No,
so
please.
Did you hear about Harvard finally removing a book bound with human skin that's been in their library for 90 years?
Sorry, I just threw up in my mouth. No, I did not.
That's fucking insane, is it not?
That's crazy insane.
Like, here, give me 1 second. I'll actually give you a little
bit
of information on it.
No, please, because clearly Jimmy isn't sending me that fucking video. I mean, I still love him, but
so it was in the Houghton Library, had a book bound by human skin among the Ivy League's collection of 20 million books until they just recently removed it. It's by Arsen Husayas. It's Des Destines de Yame. I'm gonna send this to you so you can.
I'll do my homework.
So you can. Well, I was gonna say so you can post the name. Give me one. You can put this so they know what I'm talking about. It's in the private chat just so you can see it. But it was published in 1879. The volume in question was bound in human skin by a French physician, Dr. Ludovic Bouland, and has been in the university's collection since 1934. It's a reflection of the soul and life after death, and a handwritten note by Bouland inserted into the volume states that a book about the human soul deserved to have a human covering. Tell me that shit is not crazy.
How about no?
Like, but to think like this, I just want to go in history and look at like this is how crazy shit has been forever.
Right in front of us.
Shit has always been crazy. Like this is nothing new. This shit is insane. So did you post that here?
I posted it.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, leave that up there so people can go do your own research on it. You can fact check me. This shit is insane. Okay. To think that, and I think about this and I bring this up because you think about, the Red Shoe Club and how they have shoes made out of human skin. And like everybody thinks it's crazy and it's, nobody would do that. When you think about that, there's a book on a shelf in an Ivy League institution made out of human flesh, human skin.
Gross.
How many people have picked that book up? How many people have handled that book? What kind of sorcery is this shit? That is fucking insane. Okay. We're just in another, I would say we're in another world, but shit, history is just repeating itself, it seems like.
Well, before I hit the magic button, I'd like to give out a PSA if that's okay with you, Stacy.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, fathers, friends, those who are with us, let us put our heads down and receive my words. I need everyone to gather at my house. April, let's do like maybe the 5th, or we could like not meet at my house, meet at like, I don't know, the Troy Park. If you have special powers, or you're a mutant, or you are really good with a katana, meet me at the Troy Park. Don't bring any weapons or anything. That way we can all assemble. That way you can tell me what your superpower is. That way on the eclipse day, we can all hang out. And for whatever happens, I can tell you all what to do. That way, just trust me. You gotta just trust me. Because I know what's best. All right.
Hey, I'll LARP with you, Ryan.
I don't know what LARP means.
Live action role play.
Wow. That's not where I was going with that.
It's not porn. It's fucking like the Renaissance fair.
I know
type
what you
shit.
know. It's definitely not that. This is real life, guys. I know they're out there. I fucking know they're out there. They are my brothers and sisters. So, that's literally all I got because
I just want to say going into the end of the month, prepping for April, heads down, eyes forward, focus on the task at hand. Shit's just going to keep getting crazier. This dude, my nigga Marcel, I'm short, black, and stronger than I appear. That's hella funny.
You're in. Guy. Yeah, he's in.
But
yeah, we can be friends.
This is the time we got to really focus because they're trying to take the mind off of what the tasks at hand are. They're trying to distract us more and more than they ever have. Excuse me. There are too many things taking place for us to at this point be saying it's a coincidence. Shit may hit the fan, shit may not hit the fan. We got another show before the 8th. I look forward. I tried to convince, Devin to do a Eclipse show, but we got
I got a procedure that day.
Oh shit.
Right, at the 11.
And post that what Marcel said. Pay attention to this because it is really occurring in front of us. And people don't realize that there's an agenda behind everything, whether it be the Moscow shooting, whether it be the barge hitting the bridge, whether it be this P. Diddy bullshit, right? There is an agenda. We need to pay attention, look past what is being presented to us, and do our own research. So this week, all of our live listeners, all the people that tune in on the regular, if you can, I just want to give you a little bit of homework. Next week, when you enter the chat, I want us all to educate each other on something new that we don't know about yet.
Yeah.
Let's expand the dad's brains. Again, we kind of slacked this week on posting things as far as fighting the Kellogg situation. Oh, yeah. We have a few things lined up, as just trying to get them to come over and actually show the ingredients is the hard part. You can find these videos and things, but we have things lined up to post to fight the power. Save your dollar, save your money, invest in gold, invest in silver, invest in lead.
Dude, what a beautiful spoken. But, well, we're at that part. It's been another fun week. Stacy, I'm Devin James.
Stacy Bonds.
We are the Is Best 2 Tired
Dads.
Jimmy, drop the bass. Bro, we got to do like a virtual eating eventually. I want to like imagine how pissed off people would be driving to work hearing us like with the
smacking
whole time.
Food.
Right. Wouldn't it be
people
funny?
Like that ASMR shit.
We have to do it.
Hey, we can make that happen.
Fuck
what are we going to eat?
Steak.
Spaghetti.
And
steak
spaghetti.
Works too. Hey, that works.
Everything. Plethora of shit.
Hey.
Dumb shit.